Hello everybody. In this session, we will study the equivalent resistance of series electric circuit. Equivalent resistance calculation is very important to simplify the complicated network. Now, we have seen number of properties of series electric circuit. One of the property of series electric circuit is that its equivalent resistance is equal to sum of individual resistance. But how we have got that particular property? So in this video, we are going to derive equivalent resistance of series electric circuit. We will also study the practical meaning of equivalent resistance, and we will use PhET simulation tool to have visual representation of series electric circuit, and we will discuss the practical implications of equivalent resistance using PhET simulation. Now let us consider one situation where three resistors R1, R2, R3 are connected in series, and they are connected to a DC voltage source of magnitude V. Here there is a positive terminal on the left hand side and negative terminal on the right hand side. So as these three resistors are connected in series and they are connected by the connecting wire, and there is a voltage source, so therefore there will be flow of current. Now in which direction current will flow? We know that free electrons flow from negative terminal to the positive terminal. That is, in this case, free electrons will flow in anti-clockwise direction, whereas conventional current, it will flow in clockwise direction. So that is, it will start from the positive terminal through the connecting wire, through resistor R1, R2, R3 and back to negative terminal. So that will be the flow of current. Now as these resistors are connected in series, so therefore there will be only one current I. Now when current flows through resistance, there will be voltage drop. Now voltage drop across resistor R1 is denoted by V1, that across R2 is denoted by V2, and voltage drop across R3 is denoted by V3. What is the relation between V, V1, V2 and V3? So we can determine that relation by using Kirchhoff's voltage law. So you can click on the I button to know more about Kirchhoff's voltage law. Now applied voltage V will be equal to sum of voltage drop across each resistance. So V is equal to V1 plus V2 plus V3. Now by Ohm's law, we can write V1, V2, V3 in terms of current I and resistances R1, R2 and R3. So by Ohm's law, we can write V1 as I into R1, V2 as I into R2 and V3 as I into R3. Because by Ohm's law, voltage is nothing but product of current and resistance. Now which term we can take common from this? We can take current I as common. So we can write V equal to I in bracket R1 plus R2 plus R3. We can take this I on the left hand side. So V upon I is equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3. By Ohm's law, what is meaning of total voltage by total current? It is total resistance or equivalent resistance R equivalent. So since by Ohm's law, V upon I is equal to R equivalent, that is equivalent resistance. So we can substitute this value here, then we will get finally equivalent resistance of series circuit as R1 plus R2 plus R3. Now this is if there are three resistors connected in series. If there are two resistors, equivalent resistance will be R1 plus R2. Or in general, if there are n resistances, then equivalent resistance will be R1 plus R2 plus R3 so on up to Rn, that is nth resistance. Now what is the actual meaning of equivalent resistance? Now actual meaning of equivalent resistance is that we can replace these three resistors by a single resistance whose value is this, that is R1 plus R2 plus R3, and if we apply that to a same voltage source V, then we will get same current. That is current flowing in this case, it will be same if we connect only one resistance of value R equivalent and connected to same voltage source V. Now we will study this with the help of PhET simulation. So let's go to the PhET simulation interface. So here we are using circuit construction kit AC+DC. This is a PhET simulation tool. So basically what we will do, we will connect three resistances in series. For that we can take a resistor component, or for visualization we can also take the light bulb. So just for visualization I will take light bulbs, but you can also take the resistor which is available here. Let me take three resistances. We need to connect these three bulbs across a DC voltage source. For that we will take a battery. In order to control on and off of battery we will take a switch, and in order to measure the current I will take an ammeter. See this, I have tick mark this, so ammeter is available. So we have taken the battery, switch and ammeter and three bulbs. Now we need to make the connections. For that we will take the wires. So here wire is available, so let us connect the wires from this lead to this lead, and from this lead to this, and finally I am taking little more wires so that the diagram appears good. Finally I need to connect one more wire from this. Let us take, now let me move this little bit away and connect this wire. Okay. So here we have connected three bulbs in series. So we can consider these three resistors are connected in series. Now let us adjust the resistance value of each bulb. So right click, change resistance. So let it be 10 ohm resistance of first bulb. Resistance of second bulb, let us keep it as 15 ohm. And resistance of third bulb, let us keep it as 25 ohm. Now we'll make this a straight. Now let us adjust the battery voltage to say 100. So maximum voltage. Now what I will do, I will click on this show values to display all the values. So resistance of this bulb is 10 ohm, this 15 ohm, this 25 ohm. This battery voltage is 100 volt. Its internal resistance is 0, so 0 ohm. So this is a switch. So as switch is in open condition, its resistance will be infinite. Now as no current is flowing, so therefore indication on ammeter is 0. So remember, ammeter is a device that is used to measure the current, and ammeter should be connected always in series. Now let me close this switch. So as soon as I close this switch, these blue dots, that is the free electrons, start moving in this direction, that is anti-clockwise direction. Conventional current will flow in the clockwise direction. Now how much is the current here? As we can see on the ammeter, current is 2 ampere. Now how it is 2 ampere? Because if you see the equivalent resistance, then as these three are in series, and we have proved that R equivalent of series is sum of individual resistance. So total resistance or equivalent resistance will be 10 plus 15 plus 25, that is 50 ohm. And how much will be current? By Ohm's law, total voltage by total resistance. So total voltage or supply voltage is 100 divided by equivalent resistance is 50. So 100 by 50 will be 2 ampere. Now what we will do, we will take one more light bulb, and let us say this light bulb or this resistance represent the equivalent resistance. So how much is the equivalent resistance of this combination? 50. So I will adjust resistance of this bulb as 50. I will take battery again switch I will take, directly I will connect. I can connect directly also, and ammeter can connect directly. And let us do the connections. Okay, I can move this little bit here, and this wire. And finally we will require one more wire for this connection. right? Now how much is the resistance of this bulb? It is 50 ohm, that is it represents the equivalent resistance. Now let us adjust the battery voltage to again 100 volt. Now initially switch is open, therefore resistance displayed is infinite ohm in both case. Now let us close this switch, current is 2 ampere. Now as soon as I close this switch, here again current should be 2 ampere because this is the equivalent resistance of this combination. So if we are keeping same voltage and we are replacing one resistance of R equivalent whose value is resultant of these three connected in series, then we should get the same current. So let us check that. As you can see, current is 2 ampere. Here 2 ampere, here also 2 ampere. Basically, when we calculate the equivalent resistance, what it means, we can replace those resistances as a single resistance. So these three resistance, it can be replaced by a single resistance whose value is given by R equivalent. Okay, so this you can understand easily with the help of virtual lab PhET simulation tool. So let us once again go back to our presentation. Now I hope you have understood the practical meaning of calculation of equivalent resistance. Now this is one property of series electric circuit. We have also seen the other properties of series electric circuit in previous videos. Now let us say if there are n equal resistors of value capital R are connected in series, then their equivalent resistance is R plus R plus R, so on up to n times. So R equivalent will be n into R, where n is number of resistors and R is the value of resistor. For example, if there are three resistors, each of value 2 ohm, then what will be equivalent resistance? 2 plus 2 plus 2, that is 6. So that 6 we can write as 3 into 2. Okay, so this is a very important thing for equal resistors when they are connected in series. So I hope you understood how to calculate the equivalent resistance of series circuit and what is the practical meaning of equivalent resistance. Thank you.